Hey guys, it's Sunday night. I am an hour later. I know we normally do our chats at 8 o'clock, but tonight it's 9 o'clock. Sorry about that, but my son and daughter-in-law had their best friends got married, so we were at the wedding. So I came home and tried to get there as soon as I can, and the first person joining my chat is my mom, because I was just chatting with her and we were talking because we have some sad news in the family that happened today. My mom's sister passed today, and very sad. My Aunt Marty passed, and she is an amazing, amazing lady and has wonderful, beautiful children, and she passed. And she passed peacefully with her family all around her. So having gained another angel, I know my mom lost her sister, but now we have another angel to look over us. So, Mom, I love you, and I wish I was there and giving you a big bear hug, but I will see you this week with your other daughters, and we will sweep you up and take you to see Aunt Marty. So anyway, so that was fun. Hi Dee, how are you? So that was kind of a sad thing that just happened today, and a happy thing. Hi Stephanie, a happy thing. Hey Mo, but happy things. And hi Evelyn, I don't know if you know that Aunt Marty passed today, so kind of sad. So Evelyn is my cousin. And hi, Carolyn. Oh, you guys are all joining in, even though I'm an hour late. So I apologize for that. I do. Hi, Michelle. So let's see what happened here today. Actually, this week. It's been a crazy week, like a ridiculous, crazy week. So first off, every Tuesday we go to the Humane Society, and we work with hi Michelle, how are you? We work with the puppies and try to get the puppies homes, right? So Spot, who has literally stolen my heart, like ripped it out, and now he owns it, has not been adopted yet. So I reposted a new video that we took this week. When I went into the room with him on Tuesday, he jumped in my lap and wouldn't get out of my lap. So I'm in love with him, but we did a story on Snoopy. So Snoopy is a 12-year-old boxer, and I really didn't think Snoopy was going to get adopted. I really, really didn't, because he had hip dysplasia, arthritis. I mean, he had a lot of character, but I'm like, well, this guy's going to be a bit of a challenge. But Snoopy got adopted. How about that? It made my day. I was so happy. So a family took him, and I mean, he had a lot of life, that bugger, but I was just so happy that Snoopy got a home. So I'm very excited that Snoop's got a home. We're still working on Spot, and we'll see whom else we're going to meet on Tuesday, and maybe it's going to be a kitty. Do you guys want me to do a kitty, or they have bunnies too? We could do a bunny. Or should we just keep doing puppies? I don't care. I love them all. But anyway, so that's something that happened that was really great. Right, Belly? And Belly, say hi. Belly wants the whipped cream that's in my coffee. So I'm not going to give her any. She already had some. So then we went to New York, if you guys caught any of the live broadcasts from New York. And we did, get down, Nugs. Nuggy, get down. So we went to New York with New Beauty Magazine. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with New Beauty Magazine. New Beauty Magazine is a magazine that is dedicated, stop it, used to, stop it, tell them to stop it. Hi, Debbie. Thank you. So New Beauty Magazine is dedicated, it's a quarterly publication, pretty thick, like the size of like a phone book, of all things new and innovative with beauty. So we did a live, this might be an interesting chat this Sunday. Guys, can you sit? Could be a fun chat. Oh, Nuggy, because I just got home from the wedding and we were gone for a couple hours. Now has a spurt of energy and is cruising around the house at 100 miles an hour, but with her tennis balls. But anyway, so we did that in New York City. It was really awesome. And all right, no, not right now. Somebody tell them to stop. Dee, tell them to stop messing around for like 1 hour. It would be awesome if they just stopped for 1 hour. But that was really cool. So we did an event with those guys and met a lot of new people. And I met Heather from the Real Housewives of New York. That was pretty cool. Oh, Michelle, you just got the Hydrogel foundation and you love it. I know, it's such a good foundation, right? I love that foundation. It's fabulous. So, hi, Emily. How are you? So that's pretty much what happened this week, other than, let me see, what else? I'm trying to think if anything interesting or new and exciting else happened. I think it was, pretty normal, crazy week in Dom 10 territory. So life is good, and I can't complain. Hi Tracy, what did you guys want to chat about this week, other than these dogs? I think are going to be really good. All right, enough. Come on. Come here, Belle. All right, I'm going to try to calm down. So just so you guys know, I drink coffee, and see that? Oh, Emily, thank you. I'm so glad that you like them. Thank you so much. All right, come here, guys. Hey. They like whipped cream. Don't tell anybody. It's probably not good for them, but it's only a little bit. They drink it out of my coffee. So I'm so glad that you like the products. Thank you so much. I'm trying to think of, there was a couple things that I wanted to kind of check in and talk with you guys about, and just to see if maybe, oh, the cream blushes. Tracy, did you get the new set, the 3-piece set with the 3 lipsticks and the 3 blushes? They're like amazing. Hi, Diane. I just posted, if you're like, Diane is joining the chat. I just posted Diane's picture on Instagram with the new liquid lipsticks. They're really pretty. So if you want to see Diane, and who's chatting in this chat, Diane, we posted on our Instagram, and she was gorgeous. Oh, you love the Playgirl lipstick. Oh, I know, it's pretty. It's pretty. I got a little, this is something really funny. I'm going to tell you something. I got a really nasty email from someone that did not like the name Playgirl that we called the lipstick. We called it Playgirl, and they thought it was very offensive. So I thought that was interesting. I actually like the name. Do you guys think that it was offensive? I didn't think it was like that super offensive. I mean, I guess if you read Playgirl magazine, I was going to email her back and say, well, why Playgirl, unless you're thinking about the magazine. Anyway, but I don't know. Did you guys think Playgirl was a bad name? Maybe. I kind of liked it. I thought it was cute. But let me see. So the wedding was great. It was fabulous. Hi, Nancy. Nancy, did you get the shipment? I hope that you did. I had them ship the stuff out for the vets. So I hope you got that. Let me see. I know people need to lighten up a little bit, Tracy. I totally get that. Oh, good. I'm glad you guys didn't think it was offensive. I actually just thought it was cute. And when I went on air with Mary Beth and we first launched them, I kind of did like a spoof. And I said at the beginning of the show, I said, oh, hey guys, Mary Beth is in Playgirl. So you might want to Google that. No, if you guys know that Playgirl was a naked men magazine. It wasn't that Playboy was naked women. Playgirl was naked men. So, I mean, it was like, anyway, so I did get a nasty email about that. I didn't answer it yet. And I don't quite know how to answer that one because I picked the names for that and I thought they were pretty good, but I'm not always right. Maybe 99% of the time. Hi, Lisa. How are you? Hi, Ellen. How are you? So anyway, I did say that and I said, go Google it. Mary Beth is in Playgirl. And I guess maybe I offended someone, but I'm having my coffee because I just got back from the wedding. And anyway, the wedding was fabulous. It had some of the best appetizers. It was shrimp and crabs and clams, and they had sushi and little lobster tails, and oh my gosh. So I was so full, I didn't want to eat the dinner because it was absolutely amazing. But anyway, Ashley's here too with my DD. Cool. All right, so what do you guys want to chat about for Sunday night? I'm trying to think what's on everyone's mind for Sunday night. I'm trying to think of what we should just kind of shoot the crap about. I know it's been kind of like a weird long weekend. I had some things beauty-wise that people wanted to talk about, so we can totally talk about that if you want to. You want to talk about Christmas? Christmas. Oh, okay. Let's talk about Christmas. I love Christmas. So, who is that? Doreen. Hi, Doreen. Hi, Zara. Let's talk about Christmas. So, Christmas is like a really, really crazy holiday at the Dalton household. And I know my mom's watching this. She doesn't always chat in it, but Mom, you can throw in at any point in time that you want to. But Christmas was always crazy at our house. And Tracy, we can talk about some new launches too that are coming up. Yes, the face palette, Gina, is coming to QVC. We did launch the holiday on our website, but the face palette is, I don't have an air date for it yet, but it's totally shipped in there. So that'll be there. Christmas makes you sad. Too many loved ones died and you miss them. Oh no, I think you should celebrate their life. Interesting. Yeah. I understand how Christmas can make people sad when you miss them. What's my favorite Christmas memory? I have a couple Christmas memories. I remember one of my ones that I remember the most. This is something you guys will. It was one Christmas, and I was like a young teenager, and we lived on a farm, and I grew up. We had horses and pigs, and I learned how to drive a tractor before I did a car. And my sister and I both, we used to sneak and find our presents. Like, we knew that Santa Claus was really Mom and Dad. And we found these jackets, right? These coats that we were both getting. And one was really, really pretty, and the other one was just butt ugly. It was just like a really ugly coat. And we both knew that we were getting these coats, like who was going to get the pretty one and who was going to get the ugly one. And I got the pretty one. Come here, Belle. And I got the pretty one. My sister got the ugly one. We still talk about, come on, Belle. We still talk about that. But one of my really cool Christmas memories is we had opened up our presents, and my mom and dad always kind of went overboard on Christmas. I mean, they never really had the money to do it, but somehow, I guess it was Sears and Robux charge cards or whatever it was, or Montgomery Ward's, they charged it. But us for Christmas were like always, always very filling. And everyone had opened up their presents. We had put all of our trash in like this huge box, and we put all of our wrappings and all that other stuff. And my mom, it was like after breakfast. Mom always made a really great Christmas breakfast with biscuits and eggs and bacon and all of that stuff. And my mom was like putting trash in this box, and she goes to me, she goes, "Oh my gosh, I lost my wedding ring in this box. Hi, Janet. I lost my ring in this box. Well, Doris, go get in the box and find my ring." And when I was digging around in the box, there was a brand new saddle for my horse. And it was a beautiful saddle. This had like oak leaves carved in it, and it was really, really pretty. So that's kind of one of my cool memories. And we used to have foster brothers and sisters too. And our foster brothers and sisters, the ones that were two brothers, Scott and Dwayne. So I don't think they had kind of like real family Christmases before. And sometimes, unfortunately, in foster care, that's kind of what happens. But so we had Scott and Dwayne, and my parents they thought they were being really smart. Like, they would like hide these presents like in the basement or the attic or whatever, and they thought they were being really smart. So someone kept going into the basement, and hi Joanne, and kept was opening up the presents and playing with them, right? And so my mom and dad put like powder down to get the footprints to see who was going in and playing with the presents and putting them back, and they knew it was Scott and Dwayne. They never said anything. Like 20 years later they told us that, but that's kind of funny. But Christmas is always really special. We have a thing called the Christmas plate. So my mom has this Christmas plate. This Christmas plate's an ugly Christmas plate. Don't tell her that I said that. Hi, Emily. So it's kind of like this ugly Christmas plate. And so one year, I don't know, it's been going on now for about over a decade. Come here, guys. Well, Belly's in her chair, being good. There's Belly and Nuggy. Say hello. Hello, Nuggy. That was my Nuggy. All right, we see you back there. So anyway, we took someone, I think it was my nephew Ryan, takes this plate and wraps it up and regifts it to one of us. So now the plate keeps getting passed on, and we keep wondering like who's getting the Christmas plate. But Christmas is always a lot of fun. We go to my mom's house last. Like, it gets kind of hectic when you have family and kids, and they have families, to try to get everyone in on either Christmas Eve or, hi Cindy, or the ugly Christmas plate. Trust me, Lisa, I tell you, my mom would probably say that it's not ugly. Thanks, babe. Yeah, can you get them? Because they're like being rambunctious. That's my husband. Anyway, so where did I just kind of lost? I lost where I was going with the Christmas. But anyway, so we go to my mom's house last, and just because that's the time where I guess maybe you feel the best, and you put your feet up, and my dad comes from Florida. Hi, Johanna. And she has an amazing dinner. Some of us bring some, Lisa always, my sister-in-law Lisa always brings deviled eggs, because my son loves deviled eggs, and she makes a really great deal. And then we just sit there and unwrap and laugh and have a really good time. And going back to where you were saying like Christmas makes you sad, we lost our brother when he was 28, and I understand that like my mom and dad probably feel that way, and my sister-in-law Lisa probably feels that way at times because he's not there to celebrate. But I feel that sometimes you have to we're all here on a timeline. Like, we don't know what our timeline is or when our timeline is and when things are going to happen. So I think that we need to just celebrate our lives and the special people that are in our life and what they mean to us. And time is tough and it's hard, and I know life gets busy, and to even sometimes try to find time. Like, sometimes I go, time without talking to my mom, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to call my mom. It's been too long. I have to talk to her. And I think at Christmas is a moment that you stop and you celebrate the people that you have, the people that are with you, and you celebrate the lives of the people that maybe are no longer with you. I know that we always sit around and tell funny stories of my brother Willie, because he was a character. You can ask my mom, who got him out of many of issues. I mean, he used to like siphon gas from like, the stuff my brother used to do. But I mean, he turned out to be an awesome dad and man. I mean, that's when he was young. But I'm sorry, Mary, that you lost your mom at Thanksgiving. It is tough. I think there becomes a time when you lose people, that I think there becomes a time in your life and it's only time that heals that you can look back with joy and celebrate and think of those times versus, looking back with a hole in your heart and with that void and with that uncomfortableness and that missing and that sadness. Of course, when people pass, we always miss them because we miss that person and who they are, but they're never really gone. As long as they're in your heart and your head, you will always, always, always have them with you. Donna Tarantino, girl, I miss you. How are you? I just saw your name pop up there. That's so amazing. We have to chat. But Donna was just talking about, Christmas time, and some people think it's sad. I like to think that it's joyous. I like to think that it's a time to celebrate, and it's a time to just kind of look around and just breathe and just say, here I am with my family, how blessed I am. Whether I was having like a good day or a bad day or a good week or a good year or whatever, sometimes we just have to be really thankful for who and what and our family and who they are. So that's kind of, Christmas is always really, really special. I was actually talking to my mom about Christmas and Christmas presents before I jumped on this chat with everybody. So, oh, Barb, yeah, you remember stories about Willie. What a great man. He was a great man. So my brother Willie, everyone thought that we were twins because he was held back in 3rd grade. So we graduated up till 12th grade together. So everyone thought that Willie and I were twins, and we looked a lot alike, except he had brown curly hair and he didn't get the like blow dry, fake blonde stuff going. But my brother Willie was the type of person that when he walked in the room, you better wear Depends because you were going to pee your pants. I mean, he was just the funniest person in the entire world. And yeah, you miss him. My brother passed, he passed on April 18th, and my son was born, Devin, on April 18th, exactly a year later. So when Devin's birthday comes around, it's joyous, but it always kind of has that bit of a tinge that was the same day that my brother passed. So it's kind of bittersweet. So so I like to take that day and celebrate what a great man Willie was, rather than miss him and make my son's birthday sad. So hi Lisa. So that's my Christmas story. I love Christmas. My mom always goes overboard even when there's no need to. We're like in our 50s and mom still makes us sit in the Christmas chair and open up presents. It's so bad. Mom, stop. Just stop the madness. But she won't. I mean, she won't. So, so Thanksgiving. So let's talk about, Thanksgiving stuff. All right. So, Thanksgiving, interesting enough, okay, I was born on Thanksgiving. How about that? And not only was I born on Thanksgiving, I was born on my dad's birthday. So, that being said, nobody gets out without celebrating my birthday. And that's what, I don't know if my mom planned it that way, but that was a beautiful thing. Because, a lot of times you can forget people's birthdays, but you can never forget Thanksgiving. So my birthday is actually on November 27th. And once every 7 years, my birthday falls right on Thanksgiving. Hi, Arlene. How are you? So, anyway, it's awesome. And you can't forget, you can't forget my birthday because you're not going to forget my dad's birthday, right? So nobody gets away without hooking me up with a birthday present. And we always have cake. So we always get together as long as I'm in the country for Thanksgiving. So Thanksgiving, and as far as Thanksgiving traditions, it's just a big family gathering. Everyone goes to my mom's house. My mom's has a bed and breakfast in Stewartstown, Pennsylvania, called the American Vintage Bed and Breakfast. And it's a beautiful old estate, 1800s. And has a wood burning fire thing that heats the whole place up so much that we actually have to open the doors because it gets too hot. But we all bring stuff. Mom usually makes the main courses, and then we all bring the salads. I always bring the desserts. Duh. Of course I do. And I love Thanksgiving just because I make everybody celebrate my birthday. It's so bad, right? They can't get away with it. It's just too bad. It's Dad's birthday and it's Thanksgiving and it's my time to have a party. So if I forget yours, I'm sorry. I'm not very good at dates, but you cannot forget mine because it's Thanksgiving. So anyway, so yeah, we're a pretty close family. We don't all see each other as much as we want to. Of course, my schedule sometimes doesn't prohibit that, but we stay pretty tight. I have a really good family. I'm really, really blessed. So who's that? Ellen, you lost your brother 8 years ago. You miss him. Yeah, it does. When you lose your, it's kind of weird, like when you lose a brother or sister. It's and if you're just joining the chat now, my mom lost her sister today, this evening actually. My Aunt Marty passed today. I don't know. It's weird. It's like part of your family's missing, like part of like your childhood memories. Now, all of those things that kind of tie into it are just different now because they're not there to share it with you. But like I said, I think as I get older, come on, Belle. I think as I get older, I think you kind of realize, come on, there's no whipped cream in here, honey. Come here. It's just coffee. We all have like this timeline and none of us are going to be here forever. We all will pass on. I hope, all of us are, older and have lived a full life, but some don't. I know I've lost cousins that were really young and some people just aren't here long enough, but it is sad. And the only thing that heals it, dead on, nothing else heals it but time. Just time, and it takes a lot of time. And I think you go through those grieving processes of, of pain and anger. I know I was very angry when my brother passed. I was like really pissed. And he's just like somebody I just never thought that would pass. I mean, he would kind of remind you of like this, like, I know he's such a tough guy, and not tough like bully guy, but, funny and smart. And I know he was killed in a car accident when he just turned 28. So, and he was a good driver. So I never really expected him, but he never saw it coming. He was hit by a tractor trailer. But, it's one of those things that the holidays, I think if you take, interesting thing, and this is something that I learned as I've gotten older in life, is that whatever you put in your mind is what you think. This is a chalkboard. Like, seriously, it's just a chalkboard. So if I want to put, sad thoughts, that's what my mind's going to read, is those sad thoughts. If I want to put happy thoughts, my mind's going to read those happy thoughts. And I know easier said than done, but I think if you just try to do that, by just literally just trying to, your mind, like when you get out of bed, you can go, ugh, I gotta get up and I gotta do all this. Or you can get up and say, I'm gonna kind of seize the day. It's a good day. Let me see what I can get done. Let me see what I can get accomplished. I've been really trying to do that. I can't say that I really did that when I was younger, but I think, getting older, one of the beautiful things about getting older is I guess it creates a little bit of wisdom in there. But I do try to look at each thing, and if you are sad in the holidays, then maybe you should take some of those fine, fun moments of the person that you're missing, and that's what you inscript in your head. That's what you think about in your mind. Belly, go in with Daddy. Go, go, go. And I think that might help get you through it. Just think of the fun things instead of thinking of the sad things or maybe the hurtful things that make you feel depressed. And maybe just try that. And it works for me, not all the time. I mean, I'm not happy all the time, most of the time. But I think that's something that you can really try to do. Like I said, your mind is a canvas. It's blank. What you inscript on it, what you think about is what you're going to go through the day, and that's what's going to get your day started, and that's what's going to, you know, happen. So try to put like really good stuff there. Like, Belly, you're being rambunctious today. I don't have any more whipped cream. She drank all the whipped cream out of my coffee. I just put my finger, she didn't drink it, I put my finger in it. But, so that's kind of what I do with the holidays, but I always look forward to the holidays because, I love being around my family. I don't see them as much as I'd like to see them. But, you know, those days I don't take for granted. I don't take Thanksgiving, Christmas. Most of the time, Easter, unfortunately, I'm not around. I travel. But anyway, that is okay. Hi, Doris. My canvas needs the eye concealer. It's the best. Benny. Hi, Benny. You okay, girl? So Benny's here, and Aunt Marty is. I love that all my cousins and stuff are in here. I'm sorry, Benny. I'll bring you some concealer when I see you this week when I bring Mom to the services. So thinking of you, girl. Okay, so chin up. I'll bring you plenty of concealers and some tissues, and we'll cry, and then I'll fix you up with the Hydro Bond concealer. That stuff covers everything, so you'll look pretty, okay? So you'll be all right. I wish I was there. I could give you a big hug. Let me see. My family would be first if I spent my holidays dwelling. Yeah, I think easier said than done. I do think that when you, hi, Michelle, when you lose someone, my goddaughter lost her 11-year-old. Well, when you lose a young child, when you lose a child, it's probably the hardest thing that any parent will ever experience. And I remember that when my brother passed, I didn't know how my mom and dad were going to make it through. And then just recently, some good friends of ours just lost their daughter to cancer. And it was pretty tough. And it still is pretty tough. And I think it's just time. It's faith. I think faith is really important. I think sometimes that's when you find your faith. Because you ask those questions like, why? Like, why did this happen? All right, enough. I'm trying to talk here. Babe, can you call them? Come on, Belle. I don't have anything. It's all gone. So I think that's when you have to look deep down inside for faith and to see. I'm sorry, you're just going to have to deal with the puppies tonight because they're being a little rambunctious because I was gone all day. Because there's no reason why. You're never going to find the answer as to why. So if you keep asking why, enough. Get up here. If you keep asking yourself as to why, you'll never find an answer. But I will tell you a really cool story. And one that maybe might help your sister or sister-in-law with the loss of her daughter. And one of the things that I think about, my mom was younger. My Uncle Sonny had kidney disease, and he needed a kidney. And my mother was the only match for his kidney, okay? So my mother, and she had young kids, of course loved her brother and was not going to let her brother pass and was going to help him. So she gave my Uncle Sonny her kidney. So during that procedure, okay, my mom died on the operating table for several minutes. So when she died for those several minutes, and this was back in the day before they even talked about like near-death experiences and what happened. All right, guys, you are really being a pain in my butt tonight. Enough. No. So when she died basically on the operating table. She talks about the experience, and they never really they didn't talk to people about this before, but she said that, she came out from her body and levitated, and she saw everything that was going on, and she saw Belly, really, just come here, and that she went into my Uncle Sonny's surgical room, and he could explain everything that was going on. And then she said that she experienced this amazing sense of peace and sense of love, and it was an experience that she had never really experienced before. To the fact that we kind of have this as an ongoing chuckle as a family, that my mom didn't want to come back. All right, guys, really, you guys are just so bad tonight. So that she didn't want to come back. Hey, babe, can you help me out with these guys? Go get Daddy. So she didn't want to come back. And she said that she heard all of these kids crying and, saying prayers and stuff. And she ended up coming back, and she was without any heartbeat or anything for that for over 7 minutes. So we always say that, she always says that we robbed her of her happiness. So, but anyway, when I think about that, and this was before they ever even investigated like near-death experiences or what happens, or people wrote books about heaven is for real. So I always think about that, like when I think about someone has passed on, that it's not just over. That they're experiencing something better than we would ever experience now in our physical being. So that's kind of things that I think about, as a person, myself, is that, that experience that she had. And I think that if, you realize that, that there are things that are after, and there's so many strange things that have happened in my life to realize that this just isn't it. So I think if you think about it, and I've been personally touched by that story because that was my mom's story, and that's actually what helped her get through when she lost her son. So I think if you think about that, and I always tell people that are going through a grieving process that there are several books out there that actually, I don't tell them to go to look at books that talk about how to grieve and that, but stuff for hope, like, heaven is for real. There are, I can't think of them right now, but there are several books that talk about what people have experienced that have been in long-term comas. I'm trying to think about the one that was a neurosurgeon that I read, and that's really what helped me deal with when my brother passed. But there was the one, and I'll have to put it on the Facebook what it was, but when my brother passed, I started reading these books, of course, because you're searching for answers, like, why did he die so young? Why him? Like, why? And how do you get to the anger, and how do you deal with it? So there were some really, really good books that I'm trying to think. What is the name of it? But he was in a coma, and he was a neurosurgeon, and he didn't even believe in God. He didn't believe in afterlife. He didn't believe in anything. And he was stricken with like a rare form of meningitis. And I have to think of the name of the book, if any of you guys knew what that book is. But anyway, he was in the coma for like a month. And when he came out of the coma, he talked about all of the stuff that he experienced, and it's pretty amazing. And it was very similar to like what my mom said, like colors that were really vivid, and it's very similar to people that have these near-death experiences. They all kind of say the same thing. Like it's very vivid, and the colors are very real, and they have this sense of calmness and this sense of peace and this sense of warmth and this sense of acceptance. So as much as we miss the presence and the physical being of the people that were near and dear to us, you must think and be like with a little bit of happiness and say, my gosh, look what they're going to experience. Like, they are going to have this amazing sense of love and clarity and feeling and peace and stuff that we're not having yet, but they are going to have that. So I kind of think there. So when you start to feel a little down towards Thanksgiving and start to feel a little down at Christmas because you're missing the physical being of them, know that they experience something greater than you have yet. So that's kind of how I get through all of that. So, and I will look for that. Come, Belly, really, for an hour. You've been a nudge. Don't, no, now she wants to play with my sweatshirt. Because when she was a baby, I used to let her bite my sweatshirt and put holes in it. Now that she's 100 pounds, she thinks she can still play. But, oh, I knew, Stephanie, you were going to ask me that. And I just put the paint down. Oh, Stephanie, I'm so bad. No, but I will get the name of the paint color. Oh, I feel terrible because I promised you I would. But I promise you after this is done, I will get the name of the paint color. I promise. It's sitting right here on my floor, but I can't read it. My glasses broke again. You know, I just got those new glasses. As much as I hated getting glasses, I just get new glasses, and twice now the screws have come off the side. So I don't even have glasses to read. So I apologize if I'm not. Hi, Jana. How are you? How are the boys, Jana? All right, stop. So Belly has my sweatshirt. Hi, Debbie. Okay, so we've talked about some pretty in-depth stuff for a Sunday night, but I mean, I guess fitting because that's stuff that's real life stuff. I want you guys to know that that is my sweatshirt right now. That's my sleeve of my sweatshirt. Can you guys see this? That's my sleeve of my sweatshirt. These puppies, it's terrible. So let me see. Do we have a scheduled appointment with Spot? Okay. Do we need to? Oh, Stephanie, do you need to schedule an appointment? Oh, Stephanie. Okay. Stephanie, I don't know if you're local or not, but if you're interested in Spot, I will need a second bedroom in your home because I'm going to come stay there and play with that boy. But no, they're open from 12 to 6, Monday through Saturday, for adoption. I'm going to tell you a couple things about Spot. First of all, Nuggy, really? This is my sweatshirt. All right, thank goodness. Go with Daddy. Daddy's home this time. Okay, so let me really quick tell you about Spot. That dog is one of the would not do all of this stuff that you see going on. Spot just wouldn't be doing that. I mean, he's been through obedience training classes like so many times because he's been there for a year. And so he knows all the commands: sit, stay. You can put a treat in your hand and tell him to leave, and he leaves the treat. And he like my dogs, if you came into my house right now, they would jump all over you. And it would be a little embarrassing, but I don't care. I don't really train them, and I don't care if they jump on me. I kind of like it. But Spot wouldn't do that. Like, he is such a gentleman, but I mean, he can play. I am in love with that dog. And if he did it, you know, I have Princess that's in the house, and I take care of those 18 feral cats outside, and it wouldn't be fair on them. But he doesn't like cats. And if I didn't have cats, Spot would be here. So you don't need an appointment. He's been in the Humane Society for a year. I put the phone number, I put the link there for him. I love him so much. I don't understand why that little guy is still there. I don't get it. I don't know why. So I don't know. You don't need an appointment. If someone's interested, please share. If you're interested in him, you will get the best dog, one of the best dogs I've ever met in my life. He's just really phenomenal, and I won't stop. I will find him a home. I will find that boy a home. I know I will. Let me see, are the Sonic makeup brushes coming back to QVC? I'm not working with the Sonic makeup brushes anymore. So no, but I know that you can get them in Sephora. So if you want them in Sephora, I know that they have them. They're not part of mine. I worked with the inventor on that brush, and we kind of just parted ways. So if you want them on Sephora, it's called Blend Smart. It's a great brush, so you can get that at Sephora. So, Jenna, it's okay that you're in California. You would do it. It's all right. I appreciate that. I mean, I'm just really trying to get that little guy home. I'm going to go see him again on Tuesday. I almost went on Saturday, yesterday. I know, just to sit with him so he got out of the cage some. But I'm becoming so attached to him. It's terrible. It's just terrible. I know one of these days it's going to be a Sunday night and Spot's head's going to pop up on this video. You know what's going to happen. But, okay. I know I don't want to take up too much of your time, but do you guys have anything else that you want to chat about? We kind of went like in weird places tonight, which is really awesome. I love talking about things like that. I think people don't talk enough. I think people keep a lot of things inside and are uncomfortable with talking about things. So you broke my heart with the brushes. So sad. Oh, what did I do? I broke my heart with the brushes. So sad. Oh, it's okay. It's all right, honey. Oh, Jamie, who's Spot? Every Tuesday I go to the Humane Society and I pick a furry friend that needs a home and I do a story on them, and hopefully that everyone shares, because these guys are in there, and the Humane Society doesn't do like events where people can really go and see the dogs and stuff. It's just people come in there in cages, so I like to get their story out so people can, you know, see them. And all of these animals, which is really interesting at the Humane Society. I'm really proud of the guy, Jack, that's running the one in Bensalem. It's basically a no-kill shelter, which is really awesome. And they make sure that all the animals you can adopt, like, you know, they're not aggressive. And, you know, because some animals have been through some really pretty crappy things in life. And these dogs are just ready for some great homes. So I don't know, I just fell in love with Spot. I just saw him and I just loved him, and he's a big boy, and I like big boys, and I don't know, he's so amazing. But I saw someone on Facebook group talking about a Doll 10 train case. What is it, and is it available? Yes, Carol, it's the train case. It's a beautiful hard makeup case, and it's on doll10.com. They're running Monique, who runs my website, put together like this amazing deal for holiday, and you can get that train case basically filled with a boatload of product for really cheap than just getting the train case. So go on doll10.com. It's like a sick thing that they're doing for Christmas. It's like so full of everything. You'll like that. But it's a really beautiful hard train case. It's really pretty in like that nudie pink. And it comes with like foundation and lipsticks and mascaras and eyeliners and like a whole doll face collection in there. So it's really good. Yeah, everyone likes it that they've been seeing it. And I'm really excited. I travel with it all the time too. I love it. Tracy, you like that train case. It's very good, right? It's so good. Okay, so every single... You love everything inside that train case? Oh, they did it too. Oh my gosh, all of you guys, wait a minute. We said train case and like the phones are like blowing up. It's like, I got that train case. I got that train case. It's a good one. Okay. What are you bringing to the UK for the TSV? Oh, you're trying to sneak that out of me already? Gosh. God, I'm not allowed to kiss and tell those TSVs so soon, but I know it's a good one and it's really good price. And for the first time, I think ever in the UK, my TSV is going to be on Easy Pay. So I do know that, but it's a hydrogel collection. I can tell you that. A supersized hydrogel, that's a hint. Some new shades and blushes, some new shades in lippy. So it's a really good core collection of stuff for the UK. Sorry, my US girls, that's not a TSV for you guys. Just my UK girls are getting, UK and Italy are getting one in December. So let me see, the UK is getting in, yes, I know, Diane. I do 4 TSVs a year in the UK and the same for Italy. I'm sorry, but the US is big. It's so big. And so I only do one here in the US in September this year. I'm sorry. We're going to try, you know what actually we're going to try to do is do some like smaller collections and stuff like that, and maybe take those TSVs that are in the UK and Italy and stuff and have them available on our website. So then you guys can go ahead and get them. Dressmaker Fair wants to know the rates. Oh, we pay for the adoption fees for Spot. So if you're interested in Spot, I'm paying the adoption fees for him, and any of the animals that we spotlight on Spot. See, he's just in my mind, Spot. But any animals that we highlight every week, I will cover all the adoption fees for them. So he's free, but only to a good home. So I'm sure, Mark, you have a great home. But so I would take care of the fees for him. Flying to the UK to get a Doll 10 TSV. No, Tracy, I'll see if the girls have any of those TSVs, if we have anything extra to put on the website. We talked about doing that. Since we don't do so many in the US, we'll put some of those kits together on our Doll 10 website so you guys can get them, because it is kind of unfair. I always feel bad when we post stuff like, oh, look at this TSV coming in, and we have to put like a different country, because every country gets like different TSVs. Like the Italy TSV is different than the UK TSV, and but I think we're going to try to put those kits and make them like special deals on our website. So I'm definitely going to try to do that. So yeah, okay, good. You like that, Roxana? I mean, I'll totally do that. I'll just make some extra and put them on our website. I think that's really great way for you guys to get some new stuff in that. So, is the video frozen? Am I look like I'm a frozen ding dong on your thing, Diane? Let me see. Note in a few hours, but can't sleep. Oh, I'm sorry. It is late there. It's very late in the UK right now. I think, well, with the time change, I think you guys are 4 hours ahead of us. I think 4. It's usually 5. But new stuff, Lisa, is coming. I know that we're going to have the new crayon collection. The UK got those, if you want to do a sneak peek, and I think they're on our website, but the UK got them. That's going to be on Thanksgiving weekend and it's going to be a doorbuster. So it's going to be like a crazy good price, but I don't know the date or the time yet. But as soon as I know that, I'll let you guys know. The new nude lipstick trio with the new colors of lipsticks and glosses will be on December 2nd with Leah in AM style, and then back that night at 8 p.m. with Shawnee. So that's launching on December 2nd. But when I know, I'll definitely update you guys and let you know. So that'll be really great. Let me see. Heck, I an empty Doll 10 box. I love you guys. Okay, so is there anything, those crayon colors? Yeah, the new crayon colors are really pretty. I mean, like really pretty this year. Like really soft, really pretty nudies. Let me see. That's my thing. So Janet's in the chat. That's my Aunt Marty's niece. Hi, Janet. I'm sorry about Aunt Marty. I will see you this week, I'm sure. Hi, Lisa. Okay, let me see. You love I know, Lisa, the holiday packaging's really pretty too, right? It's like so super pretty. It's my favorite packaging that we've done so far. So I really love that packaging this year. It's glitzy and glammy, and it's just really, I love it. It was inspired from a perfume box that I saw in the airport, and I loved it. So is there anything else you guys want to chat about? I know it's getting late because I'm an hour later than normal, and I apologize for that. But if there's nothing else, well, I'm going to get Stephanie the paint color, and Stephanie will inbox you on the paint color. And thank you. I'm so glad that you love the holiday packaging. And no, Shiley, the train case with all the products in it is only going to be on Doll 10 website, but we do ship to the UK, and if you look at, we were able to get lower rates for shipping for the UK, so you can check that out. So I think that'll be all right for you. So I think actually probably a good deal for you, because I know the pound is worth a little bit more than the old US dollar is right now, because I know every time I go and I swap in money when I go to the UK for the cab rides and stuff like that, it cuts in half. But okay, I did the brow tutorial. I did that this past week. on Tuesday before I went to the Humane Society. So if you want to scroll down on my Facebook, you'll see me doing, and one thing you'll see about that brow tutorial is my son popped in and brought me lunch, and he popped in on the chat, so you can see my monkey, Devin, is on that brow tutorial. So just scroll down a little bit in the feed and you'll be able to see that. Okay. Oh, thanks, Debbie, about my brother. It's been a while, so my heart is healed, but you know, he's never not out of my mind. So, but thank you for that. All right. So guys, I know I've been on for a long time and I try to keep these like under an hour, but I could talk to you guys forever. But let me see. So this week I'll do another tutorial. I don't know on what. I will let you know. I don't know. And I know Mel's up for tutorial too. So we'll do something. If you have anything that maybe you want to see me demonstrate, let me know. I'll put like a post up, and then you guys can go ahead and let me know what you want to see me do a tutorial on, and I would totally do that. But all right, so I'm going to sign off. I love you guys. I will see you this week. We'll do some tutorials, Mel will, and thank you guys so much for making my Sunday night so special. All right, I'll see you soon.